Enough of the squids. But anyways, let's get to some college football scores and highlights going around the league. So we have the first. Okay, but you stop doing that so I can get to the scores and games.
Well, look who's out the window.
San Diego State and Michigan. Number 22, Michigan.
Michigan. I'm going with Michigan on this one.
Okay, no scores would be needed. So
I would like to say Michigan as well.
All right, Chris here. All right, North Carolina, Georgia Tech.
I'm going with Georgia Tech.
You said it in a nice redneck voice. I'm going with Georgia Tech.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, it's got to be Georgia Tech.
Yeah.
That gotta be Georgia Tech. But anyways,
right.
Portland State and TCU.
I'm going with TCU on that one.
This time I'm going to say Portland State just because I want to see them.
I guess TCU.
Yeah.
Okay. Virginia Tech, number 13, Virginia Tech and Marshall.
Virginia Tech on that one. They're 3-0 on the road, and they're phenomenal.
1-0 on the road. 3-0 overall.
Overall, yeah. Well, no, I was looking at the road and I didn't see the overall part. So yeah, that happens when you're looking at the score part. When you're looking
Virginia
at
Tech is doing phenomenal right now.
Florida State, Clemson. 11.
I'm going with Clemson. After what they did last week, Clemson, baby.
I think Florida State's going to pull that out.
I do
think
too.
The crowd's going to affect it.
I'm going to say this right now.
They did pull out the upset against Auburn, but I just don't think it's going to last.
And you know what? I'm just going to say this. I'm going to have to have Chris hold the door just in case. But with our next one, I'm going to actually.
I'm going to go South Dakota and Wisconsin.
I'm going with Wisconsin.
Okay.
South Dakota.
Here.
Wisconsin.
I might go for Wisconsin as well.
All right, we have Colorado.
Hold the door. I'm
Ohio
going.
State.
Chris, you better hold the door. I'm going, Mr. Story, if you're listening, I'm picking this because they're a good team, but please don't hurt me. I'm picking Ohio State.
All right, how about, let's see if we can find any more. Okay, here we go. We have Western Michigan and Illinois.
Illinois.
Number 24, that is just for all the people out there.
Illinois.
Let's get to some Pac-10. UCLA, Oregon State.
I'm actually going to go with Oregon State. I like the Beavers.
I want to see them win. I want to see
Yes.
Oregon win.
I want to see Oregon win.
I'm going to go for the Bruins, though, because they have the better record. I don't think the crowd's going to affect them. How about the Cal Bears and the Washington Huskies?
Go Cal. Go Cal.
The Bears are going to win this one.
How about Peter? What about you?
Yeah, I hate to say it, but sorry, Cal Bears.
Well, Cal is the Bears. Golden State Bears.
Somebody had a brain freeze.
Golden State Bears.
The California Bears and the Washington Huskies.
For all those Cal fans that are looking for Pierre, he's kind of short.
He's in France right now.
He's kind of short.
And he's built like a stick.
Listen to this. He's kind of short. He wears a black shirt. He's got curly hair, and his alias is Daniel.
All right, let's go.
Great, you're the only one who can handle them.
Who's your pick one more time?
I'd still go for the Bears anyway.
I'm gonna go for the Huskies actually. I wouldn't call it an upset, but I think the Huskies are gonna pull it off at home.
Oh no.
Something tells me that they're gonna be motivated. They're gonna be on fire. They're gonna have that intensity burning inside them. And the Huskies are at home, though.
Yeah, but it's Cal. Cal's come off the bat with 3 wins and a phenomenal defensive game. Come on.
I mean, true, but I think it's not going to last very long. So, but I'm going to say Washington's going to pull that one out at home. But if it was on the Cal Bears were at home and Washington was on the road, maybe then I would pick Cal.
It doesn't matter if you have home field advantage. It matters how you play.
Exactly.
Number 14, Arkansas, and number 3, Alabama.
I'm going with
Arkansas.
I'm going with Bama.
Why Arkansas?
I just see them as a great team and that they'll win this one easily.
No, it's gonna be Bama.
I say Bama's a very good team. They can shut out somebody.
Oh yeah, they're like the one team I know that can actually.
They got another special playbook that can shut out anybody.
And you know what the funny thing is about it? Like most people don't agree with me on this, but they're the one team that actually could make USC run for their money. They're just that powerful.
That's why they have a lot of players in the NFL.
Exactly.
University of South Carolina. in their own conference. USC, University of South Carolina.
Yeah.
No, but that is true though.
Yes, that's what we're talking about. We're also talking about USC.
But I don't think they even play the Trojans.
Well, if they do,
No, it's just not gonna happen.
if they do, it's still
Oklahoma State and Texas A&M.
Oklahoma State, go Cowboys.
I'm gonna say the Aggies are gonna take this at home. Texas A&M.
Texas A&M.
Good pick. All right, yeah. Here.
Yeah, Texas.
Texas A&M. All right, so just like with Cal Washington, everybody's gonna pick against the Cowboy. So right now, UTEP and South Florida.
UTEP.
I say South Florida.
Are you kidding me? UTEP, like, look at
I'm
UTEP.
going to choose UTEP.
South Florida is ranked though, and they're at home.
Yeah,
What makes
but
you
still-
What makes you think UTEP's gonna?
Because
pull it out?
UTEP's 2-1, they still have a chance to pull it out. If you're a
And
team-
South Florida's 3-0.
yes, but if you have the chance to pull it out, you know, I know what he's saying over there, calling me crazy, but think about it. Think about it. There's a lot of teams out there that have been saying, like he said with Clemson, Clemson's not going to be Auburn, and Auburn was ranked. Guess what happened? Clemson won.
Yes.
So
Here's
it's
the thing. Did you hear the pick I chose? First of all, I said UTEP as well.
Yep.
Because I do think that they will win this one.
I do
I
too.
think it's going to be the upset.
I say pretty much you can't beat a 3-0 team if they're annihilating 3-0. You ain't gonna beat them. No way.
Florida and Kentucky.
I'm going with Florida.
Florida.
Pass the mic around.
Florida.
Kentucky at home with the upset. Nice. Rice and Baylor.
Baylor.
That sounds like a food recipe. Rice
Yeah.
and Baylor.
Yes, it does. I was about to say
What
that.
about Vanderbilt and South Carolina, Kyle? You skipped one.
No, I didn't. Oh, well, I know who you want, obviously.
Okay.
Gamecocks.
All right. Hold on. Let's. Which one are we on now?
Vanderbilt, South Carolina. I'm just going like this.
I'll say Vanderbilt.
Well, both teams are good, but I'm going to say Gamecocks, man, because they're just phenomenal.
Nebraska and Wyoming.
Huskers, man. They're 3-0.
I gotta go with
Wyoming's
Nebraska.
3-0 too.
The Huskers, man.
LSU and West Virginia.
Go LSU.
At home? Okay.
LSU.
Which is actually going to be the game on ABC, I believe. So we got Tulsa and Boise State.
Tulsa.
Over Boise State.
Yeah, and you skip,
Number
and
4.
again you skip Missouri.
No, because I know who you're going for with your.
What about
biased facts.
you?
Friggin', you don't need to hear my end. I
Yeah,
already
we
know.
do. People want to hear. Who are you going to go for, Missouri or Oklahoma?
Missouri, just to piss you off.
And
But
what's the score?
I'm not. I told you, no scores involved.
Oklahoma.
What's the score? What's your score? What's your
There's
score?
no going to be scores.
gonna be
I told you.
It's
I
going to be a
I
crushing.
said there's not going to be scores like for the
I'm
umpteenth
not
time.
giving scores. I'm saying
Yeah,
it's going to be a crushing victory.
Exactly.
All right, Tulsa and Boise State.
I'm going with Tulsa.
I'm going with Boise.
Boise State. Over number 4 Boise State with
I say
Kellen
Boise
Moore.
State.
I think they still have a shot.
All right, we have number 10 Oregon and Arizona.
I'm going with Oregon.
Go Arizona.
I
Wildcats.
want to see Oregon win, but I do think it's going to be Arizona.
Number 23 USC and Arizona State.
Go Trojans.
Trojans.
I say Arizona State.
Okay, all right. How about the last game? UC Davis and Hawaii.
UC Davis.
Over Hawaii.
I
Yes.
want to choose
I'm
Hawaii.
gonna go with the Hawaii
Yeah.
Warriors on this one.
Come on now. You want to talk about local? That's local. UC Davis is local. It's only
Yes, it is.
It's only
Yes,
a
it is.
drive away.
Yes, it is. But I still think Hawaii Warriors are going to take it.
Yeah, I think Hawaii's a lot better. I'm sorry.
Yeah, sorry, Cowboys. It's not gonna work.